Hello. I think I'm live. Yes, I am. And we've got one person with me. Now, going live is very unusual for me, but I thought I would do it because I wanted to say hi. And the yarn has arrived for the knit along. So I wanted to share that with you very much. And it just felt right. So why not, eh? I am 3 minutes early. So I will sit here. I have my coffee. But yes, what we're talking about today is the knit along. And now we have 6 people in. Do let me know who you are, where you're from, whether you're subscribed or whether you're knitting at the moment. Um, the chat is open. So do pop in there who you are and yeah, tell us what you're knitting at the moment. That would be nice just to see what we're all knitting together. Um, I am actually knitting another one of the items from the knit along. It's not actually in the studio at the moment. It's in the other room. I will share. I will share more. I'll share some photos as the weeks go by. Um, is the live chat open? Let me see. Yes, live chat is open. So, hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. Knit with Hannah. We're always here for ease, confidence, and joyful knitting. So we are talking about the knit along. There is a full video coming in a few weeks' time, and that full video will give you a lot more details than I will go into today. But because I feel like this has all started very early, I also wanted to let you know that the pre-order is closing on Wednesday. So you might want to know more about it and have all the details so you know whether you want to jump in or not, because the pre-order gives you some bonuses. So here we are. This is what we're knitting. We have the cowl. This is a cowl, and don't be put off by the colour work. This is going to be an easier colour work than you might think. Much easier colour work than you might think. So we have 3 colours. It is relatively tall, but it's a small cowl. And what I have actually found about this, once I've finished it, I actually like the fact that this is going to work over a good time through the season. You can wear it lower down, and we have actually got different colours at the top and at the bottom, so you can choose which way up it goes. Hi Marion, Mags, Portsmouth. Oh, cool. Yes, it's the right time of day for the UK, isn't it? So if you're watching this later, do let us know in the comments where you're watching it from in the replay, because I know there will be people around the world who aren't able to watch at the moment. Sorry. It's just a time when I could come on. So this is 3 colours. Yes, we have 1 colour at the top and 1 column right at the top. And I love the fact that I can wear this when the weather starts cooling down, because once we've knitted this, it will be. When it starts cooling down, we can wear it open to start with and then really bunch it up and let it sit inside the collar of a coat maybe, but really feel the heat and the warmth inside it. So I knitted something like this when I first did some kits, and it was the most popular item. I thought, right, let's do another one like this. Just a similar shape and size, because it does get so cozy. And the beauty of this, because it's multicolored, we actually have extra thick knitting. You can see that there on the inside. And I would honestly wear this inside out on purpose, just so I see the full effects of that, because isn't that beautiful? Just as much as the outside is beautiful. I love that. There you go. So that's what we're doing. Now, like I said, don't be put off because it's colour work. There will be full tutorials And this, the way I've designed it, is very much a beginner colour work. It's short bursts, it's breaks in between, it's symmetrical, and we're not doing shaping or anything else at the same time. It's repetitive. That's really useful when it comes to colour work, because if it gets complicated and you're doing a repeat that's maybe 20 or 30 stitches, then you can get confused. But this is very few stitches, and then you start again and start again and start again. So this is an ideal colour work item for someone who's never done this kind of knitting before. You need your knitting and your purling. So you need to be somewhat competent in knitting and purling and have done it for a little bit of time. Maybe you started knitting in January, and that's enough. You could probably start doing something like this if you've been knitting relatively consistently and you feel quite confident with your knitting and your purling. And there's also time to get some more knitting in before September, before we get going, so you can really feel like you're going to be more confident by then. There we go. Those are the 3 yarns. This one is a limited edition, and I've managed to get some for kits. I didn't realise when I picked this colour that it was a limited edition, but I love it so much, I'm really pleased it's in there. So that is your first colourway. If you would like a kit, if you're in the UK, you can go and get a kit. Now this other one, there we go. This is a purpley colour. It's called Iolite, but I found the inspiration from this amethyst that sat here right next to me on the desk. And the greys are really warm, actually. They kind of have this coppery iron feel to it, just like the original minerals. So it does feel like a very warm, cozy colour, and it felt like that actually when I was knitting it. So that's a funny thing. When you come to knitting something, you don't realise how much the yarn makes the difference. I felt so cozy when I was knitting this. Even it was quite warm when I was knitting this. I was knitting this when it was relatively warm. I was doing the tutorials, filming the tutorials first thing in the morning, and then actually it was okay to knit this during the day if it was warm. I just have the cool fan on, have a glass of iced water next to me, and my hands weren't getting too sticky because I was keeping myself cool indoors. Yeah, it's a very thin yarn. If it was a thicker yarn, then it would feel more sticky with the heat, because it would be wrapped around the fingers. But it felt really comfortable to knit this with this yarn, and it's a small piece as well, so it wasn't sinking into my lap and feeling heavy and heating me up. So I love this colour too. The purple, I've not knitted with much purple for a while. We used purple for the rainbow cowl. You may remember. That was 2 years ago in the autumn. And there you go. That's nice and cozy and warm. We don't want to wear it in July, but we're going to start knitting it in September. And yeah, we're going to have 3 weeks inside the knit along together. So I'll just quickly go through the information about inside the knit along, because we will have 3 weeks together. 3 weeks together where we can follow the tutorials that I've created, including, I made these mistakes. You don't have to make them as well, because I've shown you how to fix them, even if you do make them. So fixing mistakes is always part of the knit along experience, because we make mistakes when we're knitting. We have mishaps, things go wrong. So definitely come in and knit through the tutorials. Every single step, I'm there with you, knitting along with you. This is the one that I use for the tutorials. And then there are some extra ones as well, actually, with the one that I'm starting and I'm knitting at the moment. So that is your 3 weeks. We have the opportunity inside this private forum group to share photographs, to ask questions, And there will also be weekly podcast audios. So you can find out just some ideas from me every week to keep you inspired and help you keep knitting. And they've been very popular over the last knit-alongs. I started doing audios with The Confident Knitter, which was a course I created back in 2021, I think. That's a long time ago. It might be 2022, but it was around January one year, and it was really popular. It's an audio course, and it just felt right to just take essence from that and start putting that in a knit-along. So you get that too. With 3 weeks, you get every Monday you'll get an audio and an email to just help you keep knitting. That's what we're in a group together. That's why we're in a group together. So we find inspiration from each other. You can ask me questions. I created the pattern, I've knitted it already. So I know where you might be going wrong or where you might want some help. And we can just knit through the item together. It's very inspiring to see others moving along as well. Okay, right, yes, I'll pick up my needles again today and I'll keep knitting. So that kind of thing can be really helpful. Hi, Lindsay. Thank you for joining us. Nice to see you. Lindsay is actually a member, and I will just mention this. If you join the membership at 2nd or 3rd tier, there's going to be a join button around here somewhere. The join button, if you go into the 2nd or the 3rd tier, you can get an extra discount on the pre-order price as well. So the pre-order price has a discount, and that discount will continue if you're a member all the way through to September. So you can jump in now, you can jump in later, but it's an extra 10%, I think. Yeah, it's an extra percentage off. So it means that you'll have just that little bit advantage and a little bit more of a budget to go and get your own yarn. If you want to join, you do not have to get the kits. The kits are an option. So just like I showed you, where you can get the blue yarn, I also have the grey yarn available. You can go and find some belted tweed DK for yourself or another double knitting yarn. I will be doing videos over the next month to share, like I said, more details about this knit along, more details about even just selecting 3 yarns at once. I've done the hard work for you. I've already found 3 yarns. So if you just want to make it easy, sit back over the summer and say, okay, 2nd week of September, I can start knitting because the kit's coming to me. You can even just pick the same colours of me if you're not able to get the kit. The kit is available to anyone in the UK. Knitters, if you're elsewhere, you can join the knit along with the digital access. The digital access gets you into the community. It gives you the pattern at the same time as everyone else, which is when we start diving into the community on Saturday the 7th. You will have full details of everything you need. The knitting needle, any other tools, stitch markers, and obviously the yarn, the needle at the end to weave in the ends. I'll give you full information on what yarn you need. All of that will be available if you join now, and I will send, if you join this pre-order before the 31st of July changes to the 1st of August. So it's just the end of this month the pre-order is open. That will give you full access to some extra emails as well. I'll give you extra details, some ideas on how you can prepare for the knit along, just as an extra bonus for being early, let alone the fact that you get a discount as well. Oh, what are you doing, Lindsay? We've just put peanut butter cookies in the oven before it gets too warm to bake. Yeah, I'm with you there. We had the oven on very early yesterday morning, actually. I cooked lunch, and then once it cooked, I heated it up in the microwave for lunchtime. Which sounds so stupid, but we cooked lunch early. and then it was just heated up. It was meatballs in a stewy thing with tons of vegetables. That time of year, I love putting mushrooms and courgettes and tomatoes and peppers, all of those stewy things that are very summery. I love putting those into casseroles, stews at the moment. I'm doing a test knitted shrug at the moment, amongst other things. That sounds very good. Ooh, love to see more of that. The one frustrating thing we can't do in the YouTube membership is share photographs. But feel free to email me anything. And if you're willing, then I will share it with the rest of the members. Sounds cool. Shrugs. Knitting shrugs. It's like knitting a cowl, isn't it? It just feels cozy. Very cool. Okay. That's details. I wanted to come in here and do a very quick impromptu live so that I could give you all the details about the knit along before the pre-order finishes, and we then just wait until September to get started. So pre-order is about getting the kits and digital access, early bird prices, and getting the email bonuses as well to prepare you over the next month for coming into the knit along. Also, it will still be open, but the kits are limited. I only have so much yarn, and like I said, one of these blue yarns is actually a limited edition, so there's not much of it around. I created it, I knitted it, I thought this is a great pattern, I love it, and then I discovered when I came to order the yarn for the kits, it wasn't available from my usual supplier, so I had to fiddle around and find it. But you've got it. So if you want this and you want that yarn to go for this, then go and get the kit if you're in the UK. It is around, but I had to do a bit of hunting. It is D Hardwick Rowan exclusive colorway, so it's not available anymore. It was just for a couple of books of knitting patterns. So there you go. Do come and join the knit along if you can. Like I said, there will be more videos around. In August, I'm going to do a full big, and I'm actually editing it at the moment, and that's what made me realize that I just need to come on here and do a quick video for you. There'll be a full video with all of the details, lots of images and more photos, and full details about it. I'll also got a video coming up about how you choose 3 balls of yarn to go with, to match those 3 colors together, if you just want some more tips on how you can do that. So that's going to be a full video as well. There's also I will also send details out on substituting yarn. If you're not able to, or you don't want to knit with the felted tweed, then we can find you something else to knit with, very likely. No problem with that. So yeah, if you're in the UK, you can go and get the kit. You can get digital access if you're somewhere else in the world. The link is below. I wonder if I can drop it in the chat. Yes, I can. There you go. So if you want to go and get that, then the link's there. The link is also in the description. If you're watching the replay, it's probably below right here. Apologies, this was so impromptu and I didn't give you much chance to schedule yourselves. I bet you're all watching the Olympics. I have been in here doing some bits and pieces this morning. Otherwise, I would have been in there watching the Olympics myself. I absolutely love watching the swimming, and it's the rowing this morning. What else was happening this morning that I wanted to watch? Oh, eventing, that sort of thing. This purple is gorgeous. It's Iolite Lindsay. Yeah. It's very huggable. And the greys with it, they're so cozy and warm as well, because they've really got the orange tint in them that feels so warm. There are lots of greys out there that can actually feel very cold, but these greys, they just feel so warm. And when they match with the orange, I think They work really well. The purple colorway for the rainbow cowl that we did 2 years ago in 2022 was the most popular. Currently, this blue one is the most popular. It's a limited edition colorway, so not surprised. But yeah, go and get the purple one. Make life easy if you want it. I will see you all, or have you already got it? I can't remember, Lindsay. You're already in. You might be. Anyway, I will see you all soon. For some reason, tomorrow's video dropped and went live this morning. So you have two to watch today. You have this one and you have tomorrow's, which has dropped live today. I also got the dates wrong when I was scheduling it. My apologies. So do go and watch that as well. And I'll see you in the community tab. Go and join my email list if you want some emails from me. And I will also see you. Video probably be out next week. If you probably noticed, I have decided not to do, I have to have a video available for you every week on a Tuesday morning. You're having a video when it's done. And I'm filming like that actually as well. It feels like a lot more creative. Video a few weeks ago called Knitting Creative Flow. I shared some of those experiences in that, and how it very much changed the way that I'm working and knitting. So do go and watch that if you're curious about why suddenly the videos aren't directly at 9:30 on a Tuesday morning. Like, for example, this one just appeared this morning. Do go and watch that. It will give you some more insight. It will be on the recent videos link on the channel tab. Okay, I will see you soon. Thanks so much for being here. Do drop comments in if you're watching this after we've been live. #replay. You know how it goes. All the best. Bye for now. Happy knitting.